How's it going, Gemini? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah, and I'll be hosting this reading for you, happening for the full moon in Capricorn. Almost forgot for a second there. So, full moon in Capricorn. We are channeling positive energy that is centered in ambition, centered in structure, and centered in being grounded. That fabulous earth energy of Capricorn. That fabulous earth energy does have a few defects though, so we want to also rectify any issues that we have around this time with being too rigid, the ways in which we're too rigid, the ways in which we might be pessimistic, and also the ways we are controlling. So now, controlling aspect, I feel like, you might particularly want to look at, considering the mental, considering the mental nature of being an air sign. So with that, let's get into some oracle, and we're going to start with Mildred. We have door and star on the bottom. So, doorway to your success, opening new doors that are centered in hope and fabulousness. And what else? I'm starting to really like pulling at least 3 cards. This deck is, I don't know, it's awesome. Being off on the right foot, getting off, opening the door and getting off on the right foot. Getting off. I don't know about that. That's your business, not mine. So, let's see what the tarot has to say for Gemini for the full moon in Capricorn, happening on July the 4th. Always makes me think of that song, July 4th, Kurt Cobain version of singing it, or Nirvana version of singing it. Where do bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. They go to a lake of fire and fry. See them again till the 4th of July. Queen of Pentacles. Is there someone in your life who is a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus? If not, is this you manifesting your coins, helping other people to do the same, getting healthy, knowing that you need to feed yourself first in order to be present to the needs of others? That is the message of the Queen of Pentacles. Now, reversed, this queen would be like feeding themselves constantly and taking from others. So is this a love interest for you? Or is this you just manifesting? Nurturing your coins, nurturing your health, and nurturing your skill set as well in terms of your career. Strength. Finding strength is like you might be all over the place on some level. You need to like you've got this good foundation, so you should essentially be able to burn your fire, a good strong fire. You got a great foundation, but there's just something like you need to settle down. You either need to settle down or you need to live a little. And I feel like you should know the difference. Are you living a little too much? Like, are you living your best Girls Gone Wild version of your life? Or are you just closed up and not doing anything that is satisfying your need for fun? Or you need to release. Take that as you will. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. It is reversed. So overlooking the situation, you either were in a spot where you needed to cut your loss and move on, or that is not the case right now. If you are wondering if this person, if you're with somebody, you're wondering maybe perhaps whether or not you need to cut your losses and move on. I would say not yet. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's a hard no for eternity, but at least like there's like you're not at a loss at this time. So count your blessings. No longer at a loss, even. You are no longer at a loss. Direction is a challenge for you at this time. You had a lot going on for you, and you had a really, like, you had all of your energy was focused, but right now you're kind of like you're second guessing what direction that you need to take, and confidence is what's going to switch that up for you. And sometimes it's hard to confidently make a decision when you're indecisive or when there's like this huge unknown. You just kind of like gotta pick one. Maybe it's like eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Maybe it's flipping a coin. Or maybe it's really just taking some time to analyze the situation and how it may unfold with whatever decision that you make, and then basically deciding which one is the best. But goals are key, confidence is key. And thinking about how you want to manifest your goals, like how you're going to even come up with a plan. So thinking about, you know, like just light a candle or something. Get some fiery energy going. Like your fire's burnt out for whatever reason. You're burnt out even. Maybe you're smoking too much dope. Amotivational syndrome is real for people. You know, sometimes it's good to go on a cannabis cleanse. It's not a bad idea. It takes a long time to go on cannabis cleanses too, because cannabis, believe it or not, THC, it holds on to your fat cells. And so maybe you need to exercise and like rejuvenate those things so that you can process, like metabolize what you're holding on to. So these are important things to know about when we're dealing with our, you know, how we nurture our health, like the fabulous Queen of Pentacles does. The Emperor. So in the near future, you know, you're going to come up with a system, or there's going to be somebody there for you who begins the initial phases of having a system. And they might even like their method to their madness, it's literally all in their head. But this could be an Aries person that you have in your life already, or that you encounter. But I would say that, you know, systems and learning, logistics, that's what it's all going to be about for you. And maybe that's your jam, that's your forte. So like, how can you expand career-wise on a logistical level? Maybe you want to get into some urban planning, or maybe you want to, I don't know, there's like logistical analysts. I don't know what they do, but I'm pretty sure that's like a title. So something like that. These are just random suggestions. Take it or leave it. Attitude is a little bit Debbie Downer, which is why, again, we have a bad attitude about what's crossing our concern. It's all centered in being a bit of a Debbie Downer right now. And, you know, maybe you're just still feeling like you're at a loss. And that's okay. It happens when we are actually at a loss. We lose out on something. We lose a person in our life. You know, we lose money. These things, they're ruiners, right? They're vibe kills. So, and maybe there was an actual injustice that occurred, but right now, I would say, like, don't, I don't know, like, is pointing fingers at others because you so strongly feel like you did no wrong, is pointing fingers at others helping you? Is it helping you to move forward? Where's it going to get you? There's a nice open-ended question. Answer that. Where's it going to get you? Pointing fingers at others and like being, oh, poor me. Because yes, oh, poor you. Some shitty things happen. How are you going to move forward? Because the people that hurt you, they sure as F ain't going to help you move forward. And yeah, there's basically the people that are for you that you have, you know, like do a little inventory on who those folks are. And like, watch out, because people right now, they're seeing you as manipulative. Be careful. Either they're seeing you as manipulative or they're just seeing you as not at your best. Like, this is the card that's ruled by Gemini, the Knight of Swords. Get like some good focus in on here. There we go. The Knight of Swords, ruled by Gemini. It's like you're not listening. You could be a little bit rebellious, or just your mind might be all over the place. Like, there's so many ways. There's so many ways that our minds show up in a reversed fashion. The worst case would be like super manipulative, like a hustler. Best case, you know, someone who's got learning disability or attention deficit, or just is not focused. And that could be like also like caught up in fantasies as well. Caught up in ideals, super idealistic with nothing solid to back up your idealism. Which is most of the time when it comes to, like, most times that's the case when it comes to idealism, right? So you're just not giving it the time that you need, or you're just impatient. You're afraid of having to wait too long, or you're even afraid of jumping into something too soon. So you'll never know unless you try. That's what I say at this moment. It might not be what I say next time, but you'll never know unless if you try. Then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So we are not going to end with the Court card. We're not even going to end. Like, we're good. Court cards are not great to end with because they're too, it just doesn't really pinpoint the energy. But we have the Empress reversed. So, and Justice reversed. So, alternate Justice card. So our attitude, like, we need to come up with some new ideas about how to adjust our attitude. Because we're coming through as, like, just really struggling to get a grip on our emotions. So, how are you going to switch it up? How are you going to switch up your attitude, Gemini? There's so many things. But it might, so time, I would say that timing would be like, give yourself a timeline of 9 or 10 months, cycle of Venus. Maybe also this could have to do with, I think Venus is retrograde or something. I'm not an astrologer. But if you're into astrology, check out the cycle of Venus retrograde, and that could be what is the aggravating factor for you at this time and how you can counter that. Also, ideas. This could also mean not only ideas gestating, but actual people gestating. So a pregnancy, loss, might be what you're grieving, or the fact that you didn't get a chance to get pregnant, or something could have to do with pregnancy. This may or may not, be relevant to your life. But either way, there is some type of injustice, and I feel like it's linked with like emotions, nurturing, and acknowledging divine feminine energy, or feminine and types of energy, things affiliated with feminine energy. Spiritually misled, or being done wrong by a spiritual leader. The ending of contracts as well. This could be a divorce. So sorry. And like, you need to take some more time, I would say. I would say maybe you're not ready. Take some more time, because maybe you're not doing that. This could also be that you are ready to move on, that you've taken the time that you need and you don't need any more time if you think that you do. So there's so many ways to interpret this, but really the biggest takeaway is like, you need to do some serious processing. At least I would say that like the bad no longer outweighs the good, but you need to do some more emotional processing. All right. So thank you so much, Gemini. And yeah, if it resonates, please do hit that like and subscribe button. If not, do so anyways. I really appreciate the support. And we will catch you next time. Take care and bye for now.